Ho ho buddies, Wonderful Online Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing the Somnium Files. We're currently looking for Renju. We didn't find him at the Sunfish Pocket and we're now going to look somewhere else. Let's go.
Let's get going.
That's what I said.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go to the map. Okay, Akumi Shrine. Cold Storage Warehouse. I want to see what happens if we go to the storage warehouse. I don't know why Iris wants to go here, but she does.
I saw it. I'm sure. Your corpse, Iris. Right here.
It's so funny to show her this.
But I'm here now.
You were stabbed repeatedly in the back. You're bleeding out.
Maybe I'm a ghost.
You don't look like a floating sheet. You have legs.
But maybe they're not legs. Maybe they're my boobs.
Yeah. I tried to picture Iris's breast swinging down there like that. And then I decided not to. Good call,
Did you say
Date.
that you saved me in your dream? What did you mean by that?
I told you that I'm with an organization called Abyss, right?
Yeah, you told me 2 days ago.
We find clues in the minds of suspects and witnesses. We enter what we call Somnium, a dream world projected by their subconscious. That's what the entire organization is about.
How do you even do that?
We have a machine that we call the Sync Machine.
What is that?
It's a sync machine.
That's not an explanation. Tell me how it works.
Well, I can explain, but it will require a bit of background to understand.
Background?
Alright. So, do you know about the BBB?
I've heard of it. The blood-brain barrier, right? Inside the skull, there's an army of little teeny tiny soldiers that surround the brain. They protect the brain from bad stuff in the blood, right?
That's almost it, yeah.
Why do you know so much about that, Iris?
The blood-brain barrier describes the architecture of the microvessels of the brain.
Oh, that's an actual real thing. It's a tightly locked layer of cells that defend your brain from harmful substances, germs, and other things that could cause injury.
It is a kind of shield
Or damage.
that protects the brain. To get through, an object must be no larger than 0.4 nanometers. Objects too large to slip through the barrier cannot physically access the brain.
Interesting. Do you know about what? What is that? Oops, I didn't. Hang on. Do you know about the Wadjet system?
I guess not.
No, I know what it is.
Why do you know so much? I feel like I'm suspicious.
It's the core programming behind AI, right?
That's right. What's wrong?
What?
You're shivering.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
This is a bit weird.
To borrow Pewter's explanation, with the advent of the Wadjet system, we can extract the data of the human psyche.
Yeah.
This data is sent to the brain, which achieves the sync.
Do you know about nanotechnology?
Nanotech? Yeah! Technology related to really small things. Like, really teeny tiny things. And when they make a machine, they're called nanomachines. I heard they use them a lot for medical and tech fields. Some of the cutting-edge nanomachines can even go inside your body and cure illnesses. They can even cure cancer. And they go beep, beep, beep. That's what Mom said. Well, I don't know if it was like beep, beep or rrr. But anyway, nanotechnology costs tons of money. Only a few people can even afford it. My college professor said only the richest of the rich have nanotechnology. But he's pretty liberal, so...
Largely accurate. Nano is a prefix meaning 10 to the negative 9th power. A nanometer is therefore 0.0000000001 meters. The sync machine uses machines approximately 2.16 nanometers long. Viruses are on average 20 to 970 nanometers. So sync nanomachines are far smaller than that.
Interesting.
This allows them to access neural circuitry. During a sync, the nanomachines are used to write in the syncer's data.
Here's how sync works.
Okay.
Let's just lay it all.
Basics down.
Let's lay it all down for her.
Let me explain how sinking
I
works.
feel like that might be a bad idea.
Sinkers like me equip the sink gear and use it to access the subject's brain. Inside the helmet are nanocables. And on the tip of each of these cables is a special nanomachine. But the machine can't reach the brain through blood alone. Do you know why?
The BBB soldiers say go away and push them back?
Kinda like that.
Well, yeah, kind of. But for the sync to work, we have to get the nanomachines into the brain itself. How do we do that?
Drill a hole in the skull?
No.
Make things smaller?
In Shovel Forge, you can use a pickaxe and...
No, it has nothing to do with tools. We don't have... Skulls
Oops.
already have holes in them. One of those holes is the optic canal, which is a nerve canal located behind the eyes. The nanocables of the sync gear go through your eyes, then go to the back of your eye socket, then through the optic canal to the sea.
The sea?
The sea of brain cells, anyway.
That sounds kind of romantic.
It's only a chunk of protein.
And here's how sync works again.
Once the nanocables arrive at their destination, they can begin the sync
I
process.
feel like we shouldn't be telling Iris this.
They slide into the brain like roots of a tree. And on the tip of each cable, the nanomachine sends and receives data. This is controlled by the Wadjet system, and that's how the sinker and the subject exchange information.
Exchange?
Think of it this way. The human brain has a max capacity of one psyche, one consciousness.
Multiple instances of consciousness inside one brain can cause a total collapse of higher brain functions.
You know how a car only has one steering wheel? If there were two, there would be accidents all over the place.
Well, don't some planes have 2 control sticks?
You make a good point.
Okay, maybe it wasn't the best metaphor. What I'm trying to say is that the
She's too
human
smart
body
for her own good.
is one person. If you try to have 2 people inside one brain, it will break.
I see.
Okay. Last part, please.
Because of this, the sinker's data goes inside the subject's brain. And the only thing inside the subject's mind at the time of the sync are their memories. Like a house with no one inside. We sinkers break into the house, look for clues, and leave. All within 6 minutes.
There's a time limit?
Yes, or else the house will collapse on our heads.
The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the sinker would be trapped inside the subject's house.
What are we saying here? So there's a time limit or else they get stuck. The neural circuits would become too deeply entwined with one another. To put it simply, the sinker would be trapped inside the subject's house. I see, okay. You'd end up stuck in the house. Summarize.
Thank you for explaining it. I don't completely understand how sync works, but still.
Just don't tell anyone. This is extremely confidential.
Yeah, like, I could get in a lot of trouble for explaining this to you, but I did anyway, just on a whim.
It's okay, I won't. Date, tell me this.
Can I use this as leverage as, to get you to go on a date?
With yesterday.
Didn't I show you his picture? Congressman So Sejima.
So that's why you know so much about him.
But you've never met him, right?
I haven't, I swear.
More summaries?
Hey, Date, you saw my corpse here, right?
Yeah, it was right there.
I did. I'm sure of it.
And in SoStream, you saved me from getting killed.
Yeah.
And then somehow, I resurrected.
Yeah.
Date, that means you're...
An alien.
Date, is the cold too much for Iris?
Yeah, I'm freezing too. Iris, let's get out of here for now.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Roger that!
Alright, let's go. So, I guess we're gonna go to Akumi Shrine. Is anything weird gonna happen here? Whoa!
You okay?
It's okay. I just, missed a step there.
No, that was weird. What's going on? Shrine. A Shinto shrine. It looks rather solemn. What are you looking at?
A flower over there.
Flower?
You can't see it from here, can you? I know it's there because I've been to this shrine before.
Flowers. The irises?
An iris. More specifically, a winter iris.
Aha.
The same flower that was on display at Iris's house.
Interesting. Okay, so maybe this is where they were picked. Winter iris. You're looking at a winter iris, aren't you?
Yeah. How did you know?
Oh, I just use my eye. Telescopic eye, you know?
It's the same kind that's at my house.
I know that.
I told you about what it means, right?
Good news and hope.
Iris is also a part of the eye. And the Greek goddess of rainbows. A messenger goddess. I told you at Sunfish Pocket, right? That's why the flower means good news and hope.
Yeah, you did say that, didn't you? About the shrine.
It's called Ikume Iribiko Isachi no Mikoto, or sometimes Ikume Tenno, or Ikume no Mikoto. There are legends about this place written in the old texts. It's a shrine dedicated to the gods. The old legend goes like this. One day, Ikume Iribiko sent one
The
of his
fourth or fifth?
followers, Taji Momori, on an urgent quest to find a mysterious magical fruit. A fruit called Tokijiku no Kaku. It's said that eating it will grant you immortality.
Okay.
After many hardships, Taji Momori was able to find the fruit. But by the time he got back, Ikume Iribiko had died. Taji Momori mourned. He handed half of the fruit to the man's wife, and he left the other half on Ikume Iribiko's grave, then died on the spot.
Wow, okay. So says the legend.
It said that fruit is still inside the shrine behind us.
Really? The fruit of immortality.
Yes.
Yeah, you... Weird thing to bring up now.
Not interested?
No, not really. I'd rather have normality than immortality.
Iris is looking off in the distance. About Renju.
Mr. Okura isn't here. I mean, of course he isn't. It's not like we came here right away.
He's already taken off.
Oh, if we'd have come here straight away, would he have been here?
It looks like there are no further clues here. It appears we've wasted our time.
Really? Your thoughts?
It's nostalgic. This place is a memorable one for me. 6 years ago, I used to come here with someone.
Someone?
I used to
Or
call
something. Oh, who
He
was
a
it?
thoughtful,
Oh, the man who... number
I thought of him as a
89.
father. But one day, he just disappeared.
She's talking about.
Number 89.
Hitomi's lover.
About this uncle.
When you asked me why I became an idol, I wasn't being entirely truthful.
It was because of number 89.
I told you that it was because I wanted to become famous. But more specifically, it was for Uncle.
Really? Okay, that's interesting.
I've been looking for him for 6 years,
Oh, okay.
but I didn't find him anywhere.
Iris is looking for number 89. That down. My book
I
of
didn't know where
things.
else to look. So instead of me finding him, I thought that he could find me instead.
You think if you became famous, he'd contact you?
Yeah,
Aw.
So that is why she became an idol.
I mean, it's also been my dream since I was little. That's a part of it too.
So why do you use the name Aset? Shouldn't you use your real name?
Oh no, I don't have to. He was the one who came up with the name Aset.
Oh, okay.
He told me that if I ever became an idol, I should use that name.
Why Aset?
Date, we have no time to waste. We should get moving.
Got it.
Okay, let's go to the next place on our little map here. Matsushita Diner. Is this going to be where he's dead? Are we going to find Renju here? I wonder if we'd done things in a different order, we might have come across him. I feel like not, surely. Is this Ota's diner? Is it? Yes.
I'm so hungry.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so...
I've always wanted to eat here.
I wonder whether there's going to be some connection between their names and a number, because I know that in Zero Time Dilemma there was things like Delta being the 10th letter of the Greek alphabet and stuff like that kind of hinted at there being something more. So I wonder whether any of these names, like, you know, I know that Tessa is A set backwards and stuff like that. I wonder if there's something like that.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Ota flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took a seat. About Iris's resurrection. What's your usual? You've been here before.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Is Iris Jesus?
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
Oh, she was dead. Yeah, sorry for saying that. Not explaining sooner. I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection. Seems like a mistake,
Date
but...
jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Is it what the fuck?
Tessa died?
Yeah, she's totally over it at this point. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Omelette rice. I want to try that.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Is it just egg fried rice, is it? No, it's not. What is it? Omu rice. It's a Japanese dish consisting of an omelette made with fried rice and thin fried scrambled eggs, usually topped with ketchup. Mmm, that looks good. I'll have to try and make one of those. You've been here before, Iris.
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
No, oh yeah, that's right. She did say something about her.
That's not true.
She loves you.
Just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
And that's a weird thing for her to be jealous of, so you know.
Not very reassuring.
No.
Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
Iris is sitting in front of me. Where's Renju? Tell me, Ota.
You're still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
Well, that's not good enough. Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
What's she watching on the TV?
How about you? What are you doing here?
Has she seen any good films lately?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
Weirdo.
He means sleeping.
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
Oh, a date.
Okay, he does not like that.
Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Darty really doesn't have any agency in his investigations, does he? Anyone who wants to tag along will just tag along with him.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
What else we got here, Ota? You're good at cooking, huh?
Yeah. my dad taught me when I was little.
Who's your dad? Number 89?
You're making me something too, right?
Sure, my treat, Date.
Ota's cooking in the kitchen. About the parallel world. You probably
Hey,
shouldn't say that.
Can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, why is Iris so smart?
How should I explain this? Well, oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, if we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Date, get your mind out of the gutter.
Mm-hmm. Anything.
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
What should I throw out? Ooh, paper.
Shoot.
Ha!
Fuck! Yeah!
Date, calm down. Oh, I said that.
I'm going to pop a blood vessel.
Aw, I lost.
How old is Date supposed to be?
But I made a promise. What do you want me to do?
If it's no trouble, I want to see your...
Hey, Date.
See what?
Let me see... See...
I will kill you if you say it.
See... seal. I meant seal.
Seal?
Let me seal.
Not the smoothest recovery.
Oh, I get it. You want to see me imitate a seal.
Iris, please.
Okay, well, here it goes, I guess. Nom, 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 nom.
Tessa, what are you doing?
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? You won, and you made me be a seal for some reason. But in a different timeline, maybe we tied. Or maybe I got a prize from you.
If I had chosen rock or paper...
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
Oh, really? Where are we going with this?
Or the 100 million balls? If I explain that, would you believe me?
100 million balls? What is that? Obviously, I know what the Mandela effect is. Balls. What is it? Maybe it's going to explain it. Maybe I don't need to look it up. It seems like it just comes under... Maybe it's just an the Somnium Files thing. It doesn't seem to come up in anything else.
Sounds really interesting, Tessa. I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. Alright. 100 million balls, you say?
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
100 million balls!
No, what?
That humans exist at all.
I guess.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have existed at all.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are.
Tell me about these 100 million balls then. Are they planets?
Imagine a box
No.
full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million.
Big box.
Would you be able to pick out the one?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle.
Just a thought experiment then, I guess.
But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle.
Oh, okay. I can look up something there. Anthropic principle. The anthropic principle is a hypothesis that the universe's parameters must be such that life can exist. It's also known as the observation selection effect. The range of possible observations that could be made about the universe is limited by the fact that observations are only possible in the type of universe that is capable of developing intelligent life. Interesting, let's carry on.
Estimated her intelligence.
The Boba Kiki effect? I mean, I know about the Mandela, so maybe we should save the second one, first one.
Do you
I'm
know
doing
Nelson
Mandela.
Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped.
Oops.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened.
Do you know Nelson Mandela? Yeah, that's right. He helped abolish apartheid.
When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't
He's already
Mandela
dead.
die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies.
Oops. I mean to do that
look
one.
at this picture.
Iris pulled up a picture on her phone.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture. You show this image to people around the world and ask a question. Which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
I see. So Booba, people are going to say is the top one, Kiki is going to be the bottom one, right?
Believe it or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer. The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki. Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Okay, let's look at this Mandela effect again.
There are lots of examples. Like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings. Or people remembering that Kennedy was assassinated in a 4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
The electric mouse from that video game.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow. And
Oh, is it
the
about
sound didn't
Pikachu?
change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos, historical events, and little things. The Mandela effect is everywhere. Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
I mean, I guess that is an explanation. But it's not a
Worshipping the sun and the sea,
definitive explanation.
or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious. There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too, connected at a subconscious level. That's...
The parallel world?
yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
yeah, something like that.
It's a weird idea. Iris is sitting in front of me. Oh, hang on. The two sisters.
So, there's this girl? Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room. And her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So B turns around to scold her. She was really gonna let her sister have it. But she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen.
What?
She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home! B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So she experienced the other reality where her sister actually stayed and watched the TV.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
This is very Zero Escape, you know. It's really interesting that.
What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind.
Tell me about other stuff. Anything else? Spatial temporal man. What's that?
Yeah, it's sort of like a common experience. A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before. And most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you.
It's really creepy.
I'd like to meet him someday.
Spatial temporal man. What about others? The Lost Friend. Let's tell me that.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughs so hard that his eyes fall out of their sockets.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of course in shock and doesn't know what to do. Suzuki just takes his eyeballs and jams them back into his eye sockets and keeps walking like nothing happened. So A asks him about it. Like, hey, are you okay? Your eyes fell out. A is really concerned for his friend, you know? But Suzuki just says, yeah, I'm fine. He doesn't say anything about it. And by now, A is really curious. But he's not getting any answers. So they just part ways and go home. The story only gets weirder from here. The next day, A goes to school, and Suzuki's not there. A is confused and asks his teacher about it. Hey, where's Suzuki today? And the teacher says, Suzuki? Who's that? There's no Suzuki in this class.
What is this weird story?
A says, what are you talking about? And he goes and asks all of his classmates about Suzuki. They all say the same thing. I don't know him. There's no Suzuki in this class.
So that kid must have jumped into a parallel world without Suzuki.
That's what I think.
This weird. Let's do that again.
Couldn't Suzuki just be an imaginary friend or something?
No, A was really serious about...
Just a weird ghost story. It's like a Twilight Zone story.
And there's no way you can pop your eyeballs back in like that.
Yeah, no way.
Well, not necessarily. There's such a thing as a dislocated eye. It actually isn't too hard to put your eye back in if it falls out.
Ota is correct. Dislocated eyes are easy to replace in their sockets. As long as none of
What are we talking about? Let's just get on with the investigation.
There are usually no lasting negative effects either.
But that doesn't prove this Suzuki exists.
Well, I guess not, but...
Alright, Ota. Anything else?
I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with names you don't recognize.
Sounds scary.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know. But the language is different.
That's a prime example
Spooky.
of a parallel world.
Alright. Should we just summarize?
When did you two get so knowledgeable?
Oh, I don't know.
Tessa is always writing about this stuff on the internet. That's why I decided to research it too. That's how I learned all this stuff. Oh, hey. I
Hey.
know about conspiracies and secret societies too. I find that stuff fascinating.
Okay, good talk, Ota. Let's just move
If you
on.
want, we could talk about those.
No, I'm alright.
Maybe next time. Now where's that omelet rice?
Done.
Cool. Ota brought the dish over. He's not going to jump me again, is he? He laid out an omelette rice in front of me and Iris. Iris grabbed her spoon with a huge smile on her face.
Bon appetit!
She picked up a spoonful. No, actually, she tried to pick up a spoonful. Ooh.
Tessa, are you okay?
I'm fine. My hand slipped. Let's eat.
That's weird. Iris and I ate the omelette rice in near silence. There was no conversation, just the sound of the spoon hitting the plate. The dinner echoed with it. The diner. And before long,
Thanks for the food!
Iris was totally re-energized. Her face was back to her usual easy smile.
That was good. Ota, your omelet rice is seriously the best.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
And not poisoned.
Aw, thanks. I owe it to my dad. He taught me well.
I paid for the food and stood to go out. And then is he gonna taser us?
Going, Iris.
Thanks again!
Don't taser us, Ota.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Stool. A stool. Alright. Go to the marble. Who's calling? Oh, hello, Mama.
Hey, Mama, it's me.
Dante, honey, what's up?
I'm heading over now.
Is
Glad
Iris
to
next to
hear
me? Can't see her. Oh yeah, there's her legs.
it. Maybe I'll close the place a little early for you.
Nice one,
Sorry,
Mama.
But I'm with someone.
With someone?
A girl named Iris.
What? Is she a virgin?
Huh?
I'm not gonna answer that. Anyway, remember what we talked about?
There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight.
Oh, right.
Are they coming tonight?
Yes, I promise.
All right, then I'll see you there.
Okay, I'll be here.
Great.
How are you talking on your phone without earphones?
I was too lazy to explain it properly. So I came up with a lie.
I have an earpiece implanted in my ear.
Wow, cool!
Isn't that just as... What? Why not just say it's from your eye? I don't know. Another call came in. Ooh. Who's the second call?
It's the boss.
Oh, okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
You hanging out with Iris again?
Dante, tell me the situation. Did you find number 89?
If I did, I would have told you.
Aha. I see.
What?
What was that about?
That was a cry from deep within my heart, Dante. How screwed I am. Go find number 89.
I am!
If I find Renju, I find number 89. I'm gathering information on Renju's whereabouts now.
Where?
I told her I was going to Marble with Iris. And about who I was expecting to see there.
Wait, are you trying to get her drunk?
She's not 21.
And if she wasn't a minor? well, whatever.
Okay. Need to answer questions like that, Date.
I'm sure you have
Want to get kicked off the police force?
Find those two and arrest them. Got it?
Alright. The Golden Yokocho.
So this is Golden Yokocho.
Yokocho.
First
That's how you
time
say
here?
it.
Yeah.
Marble is right over here.
Date, on your 6.
Ooh.
2 suspicious individuals approaching.
Who is it? Renju and 89. You have to press something. Oh! Nice.
Stay right there.
Okay.
Action. Whoa! What the fuck? How many people are there? Why are they trying to kill Iris?
Damn. Who are they?
We can find out later. We need a way out of this.
Yeah, but
If I grab Iris and try to run, we'll be shot full of holes. The alleys between the buildings are blocked off. We can't go that way. Which means we gotta shoot them all.
we gotta take care of them.
I have reached the same conclusion.
But I've only got a single revolver.
I like that it's called an evolver. Ooh. Processing, doing the calculations. What was that we saw? Ooh, okay.
Date, I have a plan. I
Tell me
will
your
give
plan.
you instructions. Just move as I tell you.
This better work.
Not to worry. My calculations are flawless.
What's the plan?
You see that hangar over there? Shoot the bottom of the hangar with a normal bullet.
Why?
Don't ask questions, just do it.
Am I gonna have to do it, or is it gonna do it for me? Oh. Bang. Cool.
Look at that. Like a gift from heaven.
That's silly. Now run.
Are they stupid?
Just as I calculated.
What kind of calculations did you do?
Date, focus.
Okay.
Now, the burst shot. Shoot the pornomag vending machine.
This is so stupid.
Pornomag?
I said no questions. Hurry! Shoot the vending machine with the burst.
Okay. Right, where is it? Here. Did it. Wait, look at that.
Hey, this is...
We're rich in porn.
This is crazy.
I've never seen anything like this before!
That's so dumb.
Yeah, they must be stupid.
You are too.
What?
The final step. But you don't have to do a thing.
Oh, okay.
Hello?
Mama? There's a group of naked buff guys dancing outside your bar.
What?
Don't use my voice without permission.
This is an emergency. I will slap you if you don't shut up. Now, we're ready. We just need to use the fire extinguisher.
It's loaded with high-pressure CO2.
Now, I will leave your eye and throw the fire extinguisher into the air. Shoot the top of the extinguisher at the perfect time. Now let's go!
Alright. Are you going to be able to lift that up? Oh, okay, I guess you can.
Ready? Here I go.
I'm ready. Do it! Here we go. Complete the shooting event at Golden Yokochu with no misses. Nice. Why do we need Mama to come out? Oh, Mama, watch out! Nice. So we definitely killed that guy.
All according to my calculations.
Well, that was just odd. Don't really know how to process that. And now we've gone back to the Date residence.
This is...
My place. The building's got a security system. We'll be safe here.
So Mizuki's not home?
Doesn't look like it.
It's just you, me, and the fireplace.
I checked her phone's GPS. Mizuki is currently at Sunfish Pocket.
Hope she doesn't die. It's getting late, but Sunfish Pocket should be safe. I'm sure the mermaids are taking good care of her. If anything, she'd be in more danger with us.
Iris, I need to talk to you about earlier. Have a seat wherever.
We're going to talk to her about? About the unidentified attackers.
Iris, those guys who tried to kidnap you, do you have any idea who they were?
After a long silence, Iris spoke.
There's a reason I asked you to go on a date so many times. I wanted you to protect me. I wanted a bodyguard. But I thought that if I told you the truth, you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't tell you. But now,
Oh.
I'll come clean.
Okay, and we're going to see Iris come clean next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the Somnium Files. And I'll see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye. Bye.